thank you very much for showing up. Okay. You need to plug that one in?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I'd like to sort of continue what Kevin started.
Okay,
go
great.
into wind and
Excellent.
hybrid systems.
Oh, cool. Okay. And Kevin, okay, let's see here. Computer should be coming up. There we go. No, there it is. Just popped up. Okay, so this one went. Okay. You're good to go. Excellent. Now this is tricky to press anything except for up and down. You're going to get a wall on there. So just up and down will get you back and forth. Okay, so your name again?
My name is Marius de Mos. We are the manufacturer of the infrared panels you saw earlier, but we also have another project because we needed to have a means of powering those panels. It becomes, more and more obvious that the future is electric, not gas, not propane, not anything else. So what we've done is we purchased the rights, the patent to a brand new windmill design, and it's being manufactured as we speak in the state of Washington, so it's US built. We are together with 3 other companies, we formed a strategic alliance that allows us to provide a lot of the systems that Kevin briefly talked about, where we augment the solar, where we use wind, solar, distributed generation, and we'll go through this real quick. I won't bore you more than about maybe 7-8 minutes, if you bear with me. The holding company is the company that is located in Holland that purchased the rights or the patent, and we have the rights to manufacture the product and distribute the product, and that's now being done in the state of Washington.
Oops. See. Make sure it's doing what's supposed to be here. Yeah, so up and down. If you do down, it should go to the next slide.
Oh, down there to traditional way.
What kind of noise does it produce?
No noise. Because of its dual helix design, there's virtually no noise.
That's huge.
And then we have another company in our strategic alliance, which is Flyback. Nobody's heard of them. For the last 10 years, they've worked on perfecting conversion. They have been able to offset any of the inductive and capacitive losses and convert them into usable energy. So they use low-frequency, transformer-based conversion. Normally, if you're familiar with a transformer, you run a couple of kW through it, you can fry eggs on the core. This one, you can hold your hand on it forever. It's a very interesting technology. And so between the alliance, we've got some very interesting things happening. So we have a highly efficient hybrid generation system, competitive price, state-of-the-art storage, and forward technology. So our little windmill was designed in Switzerland, and a lot of the development was done in southern Germany at the university and in Switzerland. We are now in the process of building our first units, first commercial units, 1,500 watts. Eventually, in the next 2 years, we get up to 500,000 watts. Commercial release date is that. The first unit will actually go to Avista's test site. Avista is the largest power company in eastern Washington, western Idaho, northern Oregon. And so they're dying to get their hands on it, to play with it. End of the year, we should have 10 kilowatt units, and those are particularly suited to put on top of electrical transmission towers, and we'll get to that in just a minute. And the large units, which we are going to use to replace the heads on existing windmills that are no longer supported, and at a fraction of the cost of putting in a mega windmill, we can replace 5-6 heads on 500 kilowatt windmills and give them a new lease on life. And we are licensing or willing to license the technology to the GEs, the Siemens, and those kind of guys. Okay. This is our little windmill. This is what it looks like in a wind tunnel. This is where the pressure is, and this is where the vacuum is basically. So it looks like a turbocharger or a jet engine. So if you compare a traditional windmill is a propeller, This is a jet or a turbocharger. It's got a vortex and it's shaped as a vortex, and it uses all the advantages, the stresses and power you find in the vortex. Highlight, it's extremely quiet. There's no strobe effect. This one is two different colors. This is a 4-year-old prototype. But when it's all the same color, it looks like a solid surface for a bird. We also have a shrouded version that we're playing with that's completely enclosed for nature preserves and areas where there are concerns. And it also has even better performance. It's new installations or additions, and this is what I was just saying. We're going to convert, take off the heads of the windmills that are no longer supported and give them a new lease on life. Right now, we have searched, or our inventor has searched for the best windmill in the world. He found it. It was a sailboat, or a windmill specifically designed for sailboats with very sophisticated adjusting blades, and we are 5% better than that, but only at the top of the performance peak. We are 10 to 30% better in the middle of the curve. We'll get to that in just a second. What that means is in the future we can probably get 20% more as we fine-tune this. But for the time being, we have a steeper curve, and the next slide shows what that means. And then, of course, we have a lower cost per watt compared to anything that's out there, assuming you compare it against a decent windmill, not cheap Chinese stuff. This is high-quality U.S. built. This is why ours outperforms almost anything out there. Traditional windmill, the curve sort of comes up and you get to the maximum power and it levels off. We start a little bit later, but we come up much steeper. And then here we're about 5% better. So here we're depending on where we are on wind speed, we are between 10 and 30% better than anything out there. So a 1500 watt windmill of traditional design will typically produce half of what we produce at the same wind speed, or 30% less than what we produce at the same wind speed. And eventually, when we get the other 20%, we'll be better yet. This is another of the companies in our strategic alliance. What they do,